Welcome, Pathfinders. I am joined by Jefferson J. Thacker, also known as Param, of No Direction fame, here at PaizoCon. How are we doing today, Param?
I'm doing great. I'm getting ready to head home, and I've had a fantastic time.
And I think I've actually heard you answer this question before, but this is your first PaizoCon?
Yes. This is ironically the first time I've managed to make it out here to PaizoCon.
Which somehow blows my mind. So,
Also my mind. I should have been here much earlier, but logistics.
No. Well, you got to do what you got to do. So I imagine you've been enjoying it. Of course, the big news to come out of PaizoCon this year has been second edition.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. Do you have any thoughts on second edition?
Oh, I have thoughts on second edition. No. From what I've seen from second edition, I am excited. There's still a lot I need to see, but I'm just kind of getting a good picture of the overall system, and some hands-on time with some of the playtest rules already here at the con. And my two big impressions are that, first, it really feels a lot like I'm still just playing Pathfinder.
Yes.
Yeah. One of the things I've said is it's like I'm playing Pathfinder with just like mandatory archetypes that have been slapped on the classes I already know. The biggest change, of course, has been the action economy system, which they've explained in depth in all the previews and stuff. But I'm finding that has made low-level play feel more interesting and dynamic. Mm-hmm. And if they keep the math balanced like they're promising and like Starfinder has done, then that means that high-level play won't be a chore. Yeah, kind of keeping things in the sweet spot. So I'm excited to see what they come up with, and I'll be keeping a close eye on it.
Awesome. So I know, of course, you are famed for your work on No Direction.
Yes.
And do you have any projects? Well, actually, let me rephrase this. Out of the assorted projects that you have worked on, What would you say you're most proud of? If you were to point someone to, this is an example of what you do.
Oh, well, of all the projects I've done, I have to point at No Direction Prime as my primary project. I mean, it's going on a decade now of our coverage of Pathfinder, mm-hmm. and being professional journalists in the tabletop space, and going at it with a sense of purpose. And I believe we've produced a lot of content to be proud of.
Well, I would definitely say that you have. With everything that you guys have been doing, that you've been up to, all of the interviews and everything that you've got, you guys have a lot of opportunity to talk with people, and of course people share, their thoughts. We wanted to give people an opportunity to learn the people behind their favorite books, their favorite everything else. So, if you were to point or pick a favorite character that you have made, I'm very personally inclined towards your newest character, an adventurous.
Okay.
But you can, of course, go with any character you would like. Who would you say that your favorite character, or what would you say your favorite character is?
Well, my favorite character of all time is Param, which is where my namesake was forced on me. There's a long story. The reason I'm called Param is because the network already had 2 J's, and I can't go by J as the third. Oh. So that's why I became Param. And it's a halfling wizard. Back before that was the cool thing to do. And now there's just so many of them in the world. And basically he is a school teacher adventuring because he has to, and he's not happy about it.
So what I'm taking from this is Galarian doesn't pay its teachers well enough.
Absolutely not. I mean, they can't make it on 5 silver a week, and they're having to spend most of that on classroom supplies, and of course they're taking their pensions.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you got to turn to adventuring. That's just how it works. You got to go out and, between teaching the next generation, kill a couple goblins.
10 months in the classrooms and 2 months in the dungeon.
Now, out of curiosity, just speaking of goblins, what is your thought about goblins as a new ancestry? I'm trying to get the terminology down right.
Right. It's really tempting to continue to refer to them as race.
Yes.
But ancestry is a better term, so
it's
I'm trying to also wean myself in that direction. I understand the business reasons why they would want the goblins to be an ancestry, and there's been a lot of tradition to follow along with that. They've kind of toned down the evilness of the goblins over the past decade to try to push more goblin player characters into the wild. I don't know how successful that'll be. I don't have a problem about having goblins in my games. I'm not going to be throwing a fit if they make it in there. But I will hope they handle this with class. This is probably going to be harder than explaining why they took away Detect Evil from Paladins.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't I didn't get a chance to playtest the Paladin, so wow, that's something. Well, yeah, that's great. And so, of course, everyone knows Param from NoDirectionPodcast.com. Is there anything else you'd like to give a shout out to while we got you here?
Definitely pay attention to our new actual play, which we've got Crystal
Fraser?
Crystal
Yes.
Fraser. Crystal Fraser, there are too many crystals in my life, but Crystal Fraser GMing us, as well as a fantastic cast of players. We're having a blast with that. And then, of course, we have an upcoming project called RPG Design Club that we're really excited about.
Well, awesome. Yeah. So thank you so much for stopping and having an interview with us. And until next time, good luck, Pathfinders. And if you need to find the path,
You need no direction.